that's free. Since the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. And oh, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, 2 cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another. And oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hang long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. And all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hang long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Whoa, it's already gone. Already gone. It's already gone. Go.
What is up, Jags fans? Here we are on a Tuesday night, our regularly scheduled program of a film breakdown on Tuesday night. Tonight, we are breaking down the Jags and the Bucs preseason film. Now, I got to admit, I do have, I have 18 clips ready to go. I got to say, it wasn't the most enjoyable time cutting film because none of the starters were playing. There were some things that we could look at that were pretty good, specifically Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, Tank Bigsby, I thought played pretty well. And there's some other people that maybe flew under the radar a bit. There were some people that didn't play great. You could probably guess them. Their name rhymes with Rortner, but it's okay. We're going to look at all that film. We're going to take a look at all of that. So we're going to jump into it here pretty soon, but this is a fan show. Like, I'm a fan, I'm not a media guy. I have no credentials. So we always encourage people to get into the chat. I try to hit every comment because as far as I see it, this is like a Jaguars roundtable of like Jags fans talking about Jags. And it's actually a lot of fun. It actually is a lot of fun. So if this is your first show with us, second show with us, whatever it may be, you want to stick around. You want to subscribe. So just go ahead and do that there. There are some things in the video description, and I'm going to hit the first couple comments here, and then I'm going to get to something that is weighing heavily on my heart and something that I think is very important for everyone to hear. Or get to that in a second. Sea Breacher, first one in the chat. He's been the first one in the chat last couple of weeks. I do appreciate that, and especially for somebody that can't secure Wi-Fi at his current residence. That's pretty impressive. I'd hate for you to waste all of your internet data on a Jags United live stream, but definitely worth it. He says swoop. Swoop is my my Twitch is in the video description. I'm on Twitch like most nights. I'm not. So we do video live shows between Tuesday and Friday night. We're on this channel. Wednesday night, I'm on Club Jaguar with UCF Jaguar and Jordan DeLugo. And our text thread tonight was hilarious. I wish I could share it with you guys. In the spirit of privacy, I'm not going to do it. Hilarious text thread between us. We're all super excited about the show tomorrow night. Club Jaguar. It's on UCF Jaguar's channel. So that's 3 nights a week that you can listen to me rant about nonsense. Mainly Jags, but then some other things as well. The other nights of the week, I'm typically on Twitch, and that's on there. And Swoop is my gamer tag. I'm a UNF guy. I'm an Osprey. What do you want me to do? I can't help it. My mouse is not working, and then I spill my drink on my keyboard. Great start to this show, boys. Now, when you spill enough drinks on your keyboard, you keep a towel close by because you know this is going to happen. So we are all good in the hood here. All right, my mouse is working. Shay says Duval. I like that. Shay, good. He's a good commenter, channel member. We love to see it. Kyle Simmons says, yes, sir. Volk Fang says, let's go, Duval. And then Nolly Full Cab is going to spam the Blake Bortles emojis. And I'm going to do this while I also clean up my spilled drink on my desk at the same time. This is how you know I'm a pro. But Nolly Full Cab has embarked on an endeavor that I would think is very respectful here. So Nolly Full Cab, and it says Bort here, but my old streaming service, you could use like emojis if you were a channel member, and Nolly Full Cab has been a channel member for a long time. Nolly Full Cab sent me some Sriracha that he made. Okay. He's making Sriracha. Okay. And if you've been around this channel for a long time, you know that Nolly Full Cab has been around here for a long time. He has great Jaguar takes. He is the man. This Sriracha. Okay. I'm actually a big hot sauce guy. My tolerance for spiciness is really high. Whenever I go to a restaurant, whether it's Indian, whether it's wings, I always order the hottest thing. So I'm a connoisseur of hot sauce. If you've ever watched what is it called? The Hot Ones, the YouTube channel, they have what's called the Last Dab, my favorite hot sauce of all time. But this is a Sriracha sauce that he sent me that he's making. Absolutely fantastic. When I'm classifying hot sauces, like Sriracha has its own category. Absolutely amazing. Could not believe it. I mean, here you're going to see, this is his I linked it below. And this is not a paid advertisement, okay? This is not me getting paid to do this. This is legitimately me backing an amazing product, okay? An absolutely amazing product. I linked it in my video description, how you can get to this website. Go buy some Sriracha sauce from Nolly Full Cab. I'm telling you right now, if you're someone that likes to add something, and maybe you don't like hot sauce, you like to add a little something, maybe you're a Chick-fil-A sauce type of guy, that's fine. Go get this. It's like kind of a sweeter taste. Really, really good. You're going to like it. I'm telling you right now. I would not gas up a product that I did not love myself. Go to Sriracha. Links in the description. I'm telling you right now, boys, you're going to absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We're having some mouse issues here, but we're good. Go buy some. There's people that pay to be channel members. We actually have a significant amount of channel members on this channel, which I love and I appreciate. It humbles me that people pay monthly to be a channel member. We have people that super chat in here. Save that money this month, this show. Save that money and go buy some hot sauce. I'm telling you right now. And I eat a lot of eggs, right? It's not really like an omelet. I don't really make omelets. I put eggs and then meat and then cheese all into a pan. I don't make it into an omelet. I'm just not that type of guy. I just kind of put it all into a bowl and eat it. I eat that pretty regularly. This stuff right here, game changer. So go buy some, support Nolly Full Cab. I'm telling you right now, you are not going to regret it. It's absolutely amazing. I can't speak highly of it enough. If you have a product or a business and you're in here a lot and you want me to promote it, I'm going to vet it a little bit, right? I'm going to make sure that it's actually quality. And if you're in here watching my channel, you obviously have a good taste for quality, right? So just hit me up. Obviously, I'll promote your product for free. I want Jags fans to do well, okay? So hit me up. I will promote anything that you're doing, whether it's a startup, something that you've been doing for a long time, whatever it may be. Hit me up. I don't want any money or endorsements or anything like that. I just want to help fellow Jags fans. So first one I'm going to do right here, Sriracha. Absolutely amazing. Telling you right now, buy you some. I plan on, like, if he sets up a subscription service, like I get Celsius on subscription, I get toilet paper, paper towels, deodorant, all through Amazon subscription, so I don't have to worry about it. If this ever goes on subscription, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get it. All right, I'm going to hit a couple of comments real quick, and then I'm going to jump into the film because this is a film breakdown, and people are going to be like, oh, man, I don't want to. This guy doesn't talk about film. I know. I'm sorry. You must be new here if you thought that I was going to jump into film in the first 10 minutes of the show, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit some random comments here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm super sorry. If I missed your comment and it's a good comment, just type it again. No issues, no problems. We're not going to judge. We're friendly around here. Sometimes Jags fans can be a little toxic. Not just Jags fans. Any fan base is toxic. I'm really I've spilled my entire drink. I'm a little disappointed about that because now what am I going to do? I may have to take a little TV time out here at maybe about 30 minutes to get a little refill. I think I cleaned this up adequately. It was a major spill, boys. This was a BP level oil spill on the desk here, but I think I avoided all the peripherals. So I think we're good. Okay. All right. Let's get in here to some comments real quick. Whoop, swoop, Jeff Swinger. Rod Jeeves is a channel member. We always love the channel members. Says, yes, sir. Rico says, yo. William says, cooking on the... I have been cooking on Twitter. I have been cooking. I'm back at work. So, like, to take a... Okay. I'm not side tangenting. We're going to keep going. Jaggernaut says, good evening, all. So formal. I love it. How was the Jags game? It was good. We actually, I obviously went to the Jags game this last weekend, as I go to all the Jags games. And so actually our tickets were behind Bold City Brigade's guys. So if you're familiar with Twitter and the Bold City Brigade people, I was sitting right behind them. It was pretty fun. We only stayed for a half. I mean, essentially, I don't know what happened at the end. I think the Jags, I don't know if they turned the ball over at the end of the second half or something happened in the second half where they lost the ball. We left before it even ended. We tailgated longer than we stayed at the game, being honest with you, which is fine. It was good. It was good as always. Yeah, maybe end of the show, we'll talk more about that. I would like to say trade Mac for a quality lineman, but I'm pretty sure it's coaching. Again, just a couple comments, then we're getting to the film. I swear we're getting to the film. Chef Florida Boy. This is laughing. He's just laughing at me. That's fine. Gish Geek says, made it for a live show. Let's watch some backups. All right. We gotta like watch some film here. Nolly Full Cab, not a paid ad member for. It's not a paid ad. I mean, he has been a member for 35 months. So I guess technically, I guess I do owe him like. I guess I owed him that, I guess, right? But he did also, I did a show in the off season where I let the fans come on and like speak their mind. Gave a great analysis of the Jags. He's also a good skateboarder, which I've always been jealous of. I was always a surfer. Sorry, just reading my phone like an amateur YouTuber. I was always a surfer, and I liked skateboarding. We kind of me and Nolly talked about this on Twitch. I was more of like a Rob Rosscap longboard type guy. But again, I was a surfer. All right. Nolly Full Cap says, I made those teal labels just for Jags fans. You guys got to buy some. Let me know in the order notes if you want the Oh, there's a Jags United special edition? Bro, this is the best moment of my life. Carson Shack says, I have a product. Unfortunately, Carson, selling feet pics online does not count as a product. And I understand there's a lot of money in it, especially for somebody who takes as much pride in their feet as you do. But this isn't the forum to sell your feet pics. But I do appreciate you being around here. I do. Sea Breacher says, Sriracha secured. Send me Jags United Limited. Another Sea Breacher, another channel. All right. Okay, we have to get to the film. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So we're going to start. Usually we go in a linear order. My mouse might be cooked, boys. My scroll wheel my mouse might be cooked, but That's okay. We usually go in linear order of like, especially the preseason, of like early plays and then toward halftime, right? We're going to do that, but I do want to start with a specific play here. And this is play 12 on my list. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here for you guys. My mouse is cooked, boys. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to need a second here. 2 seconds here while All right, we're having some trouble, boys. We're going to go through some comments. I swear we have film, but we're having some issues here. All right, 100 miles per hour says, channel member says, wow, I'm late. Good Lord. Sea Breacher says, a $2 super chat says, Carson sucks at CS2. $2 shot. Okay, I love where we're going from here. All right, boys. I swear I have the... Oh, okay. I found a workaround. All right. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I legitimately did. I think I cooked my mouse pretty hard here. I do have the plays. I have the plays. So, all right. So, this is the Brian Thomas Jr. catch, and we're going to play it through. But unfortunately, and this is something I didn't even gotten to yet, the NFL hasn't even put out the all 22 yet for this game. So, like, there's like the Chiefs game was another one. There's like 2 games where the all 22 isn't out yet. And the game was on Saturday. And typically, like, the reason why we do these shows on Tuesday night, if you've ever been wondering why we wait so long, we don't do a Victory Sunday night, Victory Monday show, is because the all 22 doesn't come out until typically Tuesday. So the game was Saturday night, and the all 22 is still not out. So we're not going to get a great view from the NFL. I did pull a clip from Twitter, which is going to show what I wanted to show. Okay. So if we take a look here, you're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be at the top of your screen here. You're going to essentially get like a curl from here. So essentially you're getting like a one-on-one with this corner. The Jags are in, you could call this 10 gun because there's one running back, but he's technically a tight end. So you could call it 11 gun. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. But we're going to play it through as the Brian Thomas Jr. catch. They're going to show it from the reverse angle. Mac Jones does a great job rolling out. Great job getting low and dragging his knee. We're going to I like the celebration. This is the rollout here. Decent pocket. We'll play it back from the reverse film here. Decent pocket. You're going to see this. There's a couple guys on the offensive line who played well, and there's a couple guys who didn't play well. One of the guys who did not play well this game was Tyler Shatley. Tyler Shatley did not have a good game. This is one of the times when Tank Bigsby picks up the blitz, and we're going to get to that in a bit. Okay, we're going to get to that in a bit. You have Parker Washington here. He's not that deep, but he runs a curl. And then your Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be over here out of your frame. But just keep your eye out for it here. Mac Jones evades the pocket. Great job dragging that knee. Watch him drag that knee. Now, great catch there. Let's take a look at it from, there's another angle here. This is what I wanted to show. No, I closed it out. Oh, no, here it is. Thank God, dude. I'm a mess tonight, boys. Okay, so here we're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. This is from Twitter, all right? And watch him. And this is what makes me excited about Brian Thomas Jr., okay? Watch his release here at the line of scrimmage. We'll play it through, then we'll play it back. Okay. So if you talk to the best wide receiver coaches of all time, what they talk about is not selling the defensive backs with your shoulders, your head, but you sell the defensive backs with your hips. Okay. Now, I know I'm not delusional. I know this DB is Bryce Hall. He's out of Virginia. He had a good start to his career, but over the last 2 seasons, he's only played in 14 games over the last 2 years, and he's only had 7 tackles over the last 2 years. And all of his tackles came last year. So I think he's only started like 5 games over the last 2 years. So not a guy that you can kind of expect to be covering Brian Thomas Jr. regularly, but we're critical thinkers. So we think about all aspects of the play. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm saying as critical thinkers, we have to just analyze what's happening here. The way he has his hips flipped here at the snap, basically you teach DBs to do this if you're not trying to get beat deep. Okay. You have your hips flipped. This is what you do when a receiver breaks your bubble. You flip your hips. Like, this is the goal. So the fact that he's starting to play out here and he's in man coverage, maybe it's a soft cover 3. For whatever reason, you're giving up the short yardage situation. Again, just context and critical thinking. But here is what Brian Thomas Jr. does well. Remember I said earlier, you sell the route with your hips. Watch how many times Brian Thomas Jr. drops his hips. And when you drop your hips as a receiver, that means you're breaking. Like, you're coming back to the ball, you're breaking out, you're breaking in, but you're changing directions if you drop your hips. Watch how many times Brian Thomas Jr. drops his hips on this play. Watch this. 1, drops his hips here. And look, DB is like, oh, wait, is he breaking? And then watch him. He's going to put him on skates. Okay. Oh, he's not breaking. Maybe he's running a vertical. Drops his hips again. So, and then he breaks on the out. So now that you know what you're looking for, watch it in fast speed. Bam. Bam. That's what we call running yourself open. When we talk to receivers that don't have Tyreek Hill speed, we talk about how good receivers can sell their routes and can run themselves open. This is an example of running yourself open. And this is very encouraging to see out of Brian Thomas Jr. So overall, and let's give credit to who it was, Jetpack Galileo. Let's take a look at their profile just for fun. The father of modern science, chief rocket scientist, film analytics, astronomy, free 1,200 member Discord. There you go. So in case you're someone that does that, I don't know. I've never been a big, join my Discord fan. I don't know. Maybe we can get with Carson with his feet finder stuff here. Okay. Just get out your backup mouse. I think I do have a backup mouse here somewhere. I don't know. It's somewhere around here. There's I'm not gonna say what I'm drinking. There's drink everywhere. Did you spill that on the mouse? Must be something strong. How many do we have to donate for Jason to end stream? Well, joke's on you, because I don't care about the donations. I said earlier I want all your donations to go to Sriracha. So nice try, Carson. They don't want to show the Jags winning. Lonesome Not I says, Sasa, Shadoo, Logan Cook stole the show versus Tampa. Okay. I think Jordan DeLugo said today on his show that cornerbacks on the Bucs were all talking about how fast Brian Thomas Jr. and they couldn't believe his speed. They were afraid. When we think about it, they were cooking him all joint practice week. So they knew 100%. The respect for Brian Thomas Jr. already. Randy Shogum says, hello. What's up, Pokey? Pokey retweeted my Twitch stream the other day, which I really appreciate that. Thank you. Kev88 says, route running, nuance, and detail. Very good. Absolutely. Volkfang Channel says, remember, Jason, switching to your backup mouse is faster. Great comment, Volkfang. Great comment. All right, let's move on. All right. My scroll wheel is definitely messed up. So now we're just going to go in order of the play from linearly from the beginning place to the end. And I mean, I was planning on playing some CSGO after this, and I think we're in trouble because I don't know if my mouse click is working correctly. But this is one of the first plays I clipped. There was nothing really substantial to clip from the first offensive possession from the Bucs that the Jags were on defense, even though I guess some starters played. But essentially, to catch you up, basically what happened was the Bucs were like running it down our throats. And then Kyle Trask missed a wide open pass. They ran the ball for 5 yards. And then Kyle Trask again missed a wide open pass. So 3 downs, they punted it to us. And then here we are. Okay. So I've caught you up to speed. This is Parker Washington. I'm going to draw attention to him specifically. And again, this play is just like classic Jags offense. This is classic Doug Peterson / Press Taylor, who's on the field now. He's not in the press box anymore. So press box, coach's box. This is just going to be like one of your most basic staple routes of what we call a bench concept, right? So this is the staple of any offense. They run the bench concept. It can beat both cover 3 and cover 2 and cover 1. It can, if it's ran effectively, you can kind of beat it. So the Jags are going to be in 11 personnel because they have a running back in the backfield. They have a tight end and kind of a wing here. So it's probably going to be some sort of blocking, helping on the edge. And then they have what we call a 2-by-1 because they got 2 receivers here and 1 receiver here. So this bench concept is just like old as time. And if you're in a cover 2 man or you roll into a cover 1, which looks like they're going to do, then this corner is responsible for this receiver. And basically all you have to do if you're Parker Washington is beat this linebacker who's already playing inside leverage to the sideline. So pre-snap, Mac Jones probably already knows where he's going with the ball, if you're asking me, especially when you have Parker Washington on the field, who's one of your best receivers, considering it's all backups. All right, so watch him on the out. Great job. Again, just basic Jags offense right here. He actually stems. I mean, this is like we talked about the nuances of running routes. Like good receivers do have these nuances. He actually kind of does like kind of do an inside release to kind of sell. He's going to run a drag, but he doesn't run the drag. He runs the out. Great job. Great job. Get upfield. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right, play 2. This is going to be a toss run play. So here we're going to see who we have in the formation again. And then we're in the same formation. We're in that 11 gun, 1 tight end, 1 running back here. And then they're going to toss the ball out. We'll play it through and then rewind it. This is the same play. Amateur hour. I'm telling you, man. So just for context here, the shows don't usually go like this, but my left click is not working correctly. Hold, please. Hold, please. All right. Again, I don't even know. Okay, now we're on the right play. All right, so we have a run play here. We put DeGuaro in motion. And again, like Tank Bigsby, quote unquote, had a good game. But when you look at his stats, he didn't really break anything big. He did a good job of not getting tackled like on first contact. I think someone put out a tweet about how all of his yards were after contact, which I don't know how, like you have to, these analytics, I'm going to show you in a couple plays how you can't really trust these analytics because I'll give you an example here in a second here, but take a look here. They're going to run like a little pre-snap motion with DeGuara coming across the formation. Then he's going to come back and he's going to block here. And basically everyone's going to crash down and your tight ends are going to be responsible for kind of opening up the blocks, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I get it. If you can get the D-line to bite, you're okay. We're in ace formation here. So this would be a counter. Okay. So a counter is when you're running. You guys know this if you play Madden or anything like that. All your linemen are blocking down, but then look, you have your tight ends coming back around. Brenton Strange is tackling this guy's ankles for some reason. I guess he just is lunging, which is you never. If you're a young football player, you never want to be in this position. If you're ever in this position as a football player, you did something wrong. Okay. But he does get up to his defense. He does get up and kind of actually make a block here. Okay. So this is going to be a counter. Bigsby's going to fake. He's going this way. He's going to bounce it back this way. I don't know if that was supposed to hit now that I look at it. But Strange does a good job getting up. We'll take that. For a team that couldn't run the ball, we will absolutely take that. For sure. Get you a hamster. They're more reliable than a mouse. CSGO, you don't play Age of Empires 2? LOL, you know the new stuff. I've been playing Counter-Strike for so long, I just call every Counter-Strike CSGO. It's Counter-Strike 2, obviously. Jacob O'Brien, is there a different playbook in preseason, or do they just use the first 2 pages? How does that work? It's definitely a different playbook. Like, we know Doug Peterson likes to run trick plays and some things like that. I think even, was it who threw a pass last year? Was it Christian Kirk threw a pass last year on a double pass? They're obviously not going to open up the playbook, but yeah, it's going to be a little more watered down for sure intentionally. A show about mostly backups with a backup mouse. I'm using my this is a Razer Death Adder V2. The gamers will know. Even Michael Jordan had off nights. Thanks, Sea Breacher. Appreciate that. That makes me feel. I love the passive dig there. I love it. It's like the flu game, but with bourbon. Do the Jags keep 10 O linemen or 7 wide receivers? Both will be tough cuts. Shay's always bringing the good questions. I think it's 9 O linemen. I don't think they have 10 O linemen worthy of keeping. I know Cole Van Lannon is apparently the PFF player of the week. We'll talk about that here in a second, but I think it's 9 linemen. Apparently, Jordan's flu game was actually caused by food poisoning. We don't have 10 good linemen. That was my point exactly, Maniac. All right, so we'll take that run. All right, we'll see if we can get play 3 to work. Nope, that's still play 2. I think if I close it, click on it, and then open it. Yes, we found the formula, boys. All right, play 3. Again, don't get too hung up on this play, okay? Don't do it. You extrapolate what you want from this play, but just pin it in the back of your mind for later. Are you with me here? All right. So Jags are going to be in ace formation here. Not a great play action. So we're going to have some issues here. I don't really know what's apparently like the play didn't get in, because here's why, right? We like to provide supporting evidence for our claims. Mac Jones looks like he's looking for a play action, and Tank Bigsby goes immediately to block. That's the first sign. The second sign is I don't know if like he's actually running a route here, if Brian Thomas Jr. is running a route, or if he's trying to block. It looks like he thinks it's a run play. I don't know what the left tackle's doing here. I don't know if he thinks it's a run play or it just looks broken all the way around. All right, so let's watch it. So Tank Bigsby does not do a great job here of picking up the blitz. He's going to redeem himself in a few plays. Okay, but watch Tank Bigsby picking up the blitz right here. Not good. Not good at all. Actually, we're in the film room, and we respect these athletes as people, but this is actually a really poor job of picking up the blitz. Watch it again. All right, so now Mac Jones is running for his life. Tank Bigsby's on the ground. Brian Thomas Jr. is not running a route. He's like blocking. So apparently there was a miscommunication somewhere. He's going to run out of bounds. He's going to pick a couple yards. Not bad. Just don't really know what's happening here. Mac Jones picks up a few yards, 2nd and 4. We'll take it. But again, don't get too hung up on that missed block. We're going to come back to that here in a second. All right. All right, play 4. Again, Another classic Jags play right here. All right, let's play it out and we'll review it back. All right. This play gets called back for passing interference. All right. We're going to see Elijah Cooks is going to try to do an inside release and go vertical, which, again, looking at the defense, if we count where we're at here, this is a hard cover one. You have one deep safety. You have man. They may be pattern matching. They could be. He's in straight man right here. So the smart play, Mac Jones does make the smart play, is try to win to the sideline right here. The refs are going to call it back for passing interference on Elijah Cooks. But this is not a good throw. And again, I know Mac Jones is getting a lot of hype for this game, but even like with the passing interference, it's still underthrown. Like, take a look here. Let me try to pause it at the right time. Like, that's not a good throw. The ball needs to be like out here. So it doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Thankfully, they're going to call the hold on the defensive back here. I was glad when they called it. There's the flag. Jason, which Jags player makes you the most excited this year? So if you would have asked me this question a couple weeks ago, I would have probably given you a chalk answer like Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, I think, was another year, Anton Harrison. But now that we've seen some preseason, Brian Thomas Jr., Chad Muma, Tank Bigsby comes to mind. And I really think Brian Thomas Jr. could be poised for like a really, really good year, especially for the expectations I had for him being a late round, first round pick. And it's not just that he was a late round, first round pick, but it is when you look at the other receivers that went so early, Marvin Harrison Jr., Roma Dunze, the other kid from LSU, Neighbors. Like, there was a lot of good receivers that I would have been like, those were the guys. And then you kind of had this like drop off on the next tier of guys. And it's looking like, from the eyeball test for me, which is what I go with the most, that Brian Thomas Jr. should have been in that upper tier. And the fact that we got him late in the first round makes me feel a little bit better. It really does. I agree we don't have 10 now, but maybe after cuts they can improve on the back end. But great point. And there could be guys they're identifying on other teams that are going to get cut that will be better than who we have. After last year, the word miscommunication is triggering. He goes on to say, almost looks like it should have been an outside release back shoulder. A lot of miscommunication. I mean, they're backups, man. They're not used to playing together. You even look at like training camp and the joint practices. These guys don't play a lot together. So this type of thing will happen. I wouldn't get too worried about it. Would you re-sign Etienne? If you can get him back for the right price, and for me, that right price is still higher than like the standard market rate for running backs. I really value Etienne a lot. I think he's one of the best running backs in the league. This year will be make or break for Etienne. If he has a good year, he moves into that top tier of running backs that could get paid pretty well because he does help your offense. If he has a meh year or gets injured, then he kind of falls into that running back desert of like guys that you're not going to pay because they're going to get hurt. Big year for Etienne. Really big year for Etienne. What's your stat prediction for our wide receiver tight ends? I think Kirk hits 1,000. I think Gabe Davis hits 800 or 900. I think Brian Thomas Jr. hits 700 or 800. I think Evan Ingram hits about 900 with a bunch of catches again. Good. I think it's good. I think it's better than people are thinking. Jordan Jefferson was number 2 at LSU as well. Just saying. Steven Giles says, what do you think of Cooper Hodges' performance? So, like, everything I was reading on Twitter and was that he didn't play well. But I didn't really look at the first, or I'm sorry, I didn't really look at the second half that deeply. But in the first half, I thought he played pretty well. I really did. I thought he played, especially considering it's a guy who has never played guard before in his life. He's always been a tackle, and making the adjustment to guard in the NFL and was injured all of last year, so had no reps at it. I thought he actually played pretty well. Like, he gave me some hope there. And again, you guys know me. I'm like a big basher of the offensive line. Not a basher. That's a bad word. I'm like a realist on the offensive line. I really do think that Cooper Hodges impressed me. I'll be honest with you here. So Anton Harrison played. He did Anton Harrison stuff. I don't know why he played in this game. I know he didn't play a lot because of the concussion, but he played, and he actually played. You know, he did his job. He wasn't like, oh, that was super impressive, but he wasn't bad. And when you're an offensive lineman, like, that's the goal. Cooper Hodges played right guard. I thought he actually played better than I thought he would have played. Genuinely, I really did. You look at Cole Van Lanen also played right tackle. I know he graded out great on PFF. I have a play here coming up where, like, didn't go on the PFF stats, but it was like he got beat bad. Luke Fortner played absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Again, I was hoping and I was optimistic that Luke Fortner would kind of take the offseason to kind of take a deep look in the mirror and be like, all right, I need to get better. I need to get stronger. Because people can do that. We've all been there. Like, where we reflect on things that we do and we're like, I wasn't good enough there. I'm going to be better in the future. Luke Fortner, dare I say, don't even think he deserves a spot on this team. We talked about 10 linemen, keeping 10 linemen versus 9 linemen. There's 9 linemen on this team better than Luke Fortner after 2 weeks of preseason. Tyler Shatley played terrible. Tyler Shatley, I could see him getting cut 100%. So not expecting a lot out of Tyler Shatley. We'll see. We'll see. All right, here's what I'm going to do, boys. And you guys don't care. You guys love me, right? You guys love me. I'm going to go, since I spilled my drink, I'm going to go quickly top off my drink. I'm sorry, guys. If you're new here, this is what we do. Give me 2 minutes, set a timer. I'll be right back. Maybe I'll play some music for you while I'm gone. But don't go anywhere. I promise you I'll be right back.
For 40 odd something hours, the sweat on my back's got my shirt soaked and sour, and oh, it's already gone. Second night's coming and I'm spinning back around. We're all caught up, can't hear or feel the sound, and oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. Got time, but money's not something that's free. Seems the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. And oh, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, 2 cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another, and oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone.
All right, that commercial break was brought to you by Sriracha. Thank you guys for hanging around during the commercial break. I appreciate that. Make sure you go get yourself some Sriracha. I'm telling you, this is some good stuff right here. Like, I just got it like yesterday, and I've already used this much. I'm telling you, it's good. The link is in the video description. It's not actually a sponsor. It is a sponsor. It is a sponsor. So, all right, I'm gonna get to some of these comments, but again, people are gonna come here for the film breakdown. And they're going to be like, dude, we didn't break down any film. I apologize for that. That's my bad. But we'll go to another play here. I've only done 5 plays. Sorry, guys. All right. Play 5. This is the play I thought I was showing earlier. This is just a classic Jags play. Let me just play it through and make sure, because God knows what we're doing in here anymore. Classic Jags play. And this is, again, Parker Washington had a great game. Here you're going to see a good job of the Jags. And you call it 11 gun because we do have Brenton Strange right here. And Brenton Strange is just going to run like a little vertical route here to kind of clear out. Because, again, what we're noticing, and maybe because it's the preseason, but what we're noticing is that teams are just trying to play bully ball with us, this cover one, like man across the board. So the Doug Pearson does a great job of adjusting. He's going to run Brenton Strange down the seam here and clear out all the defenders. Parker Washington is going to run a shallow drag. You could technically call this a dagger, okay? Because this, if you notice, this looks like a sword right here. All right, so this is called a dagger route. Typically, daggers are run a little bit deeper, but we're not getting into all that. We'll call this a dagger, a shallow dagger. And Parker Washington just comes across the middle of the field. Great job. 6 yards. That's Jaguar football. Mac Jones takes the easy pass. Let's go. Got to put it on the money. Got to put it on the money if you're going to do that. Play 6. We have, okay, so we just spent some time earlier talking about how Tank Bigsby whiffed on his block. Okay. We saw him earlier. He was on the left side of the formation. He missed the block on the end. He's going to do a little redemption here. All right. Watch your boy Tank Bigsby. All right. And I'm going to play it through. I'm going to rewind it, and then we're going to talk about why I like this play. Bam. So 2 things. There's some good and some bad here. The good, Tank Bigsby is going to pick up a blitzing D tackle who gets released free. It's Greg Gaines. Greg Gaines is 6'1", 315 pounds. So he probably has around 100 pounds on Tank Bigsby. And again, when you're in the film room and you're a coach and you're talking to these players, you get on them when they miss a block like he did earlier. But to counter that, you give them praise when they do things above and beyond their job. Luke Fortner is going to block nobody on this play. He's going to kind of pass set in this, like, I got a hand here and a hand here, but doesn't actually block anybody. And because of that, Gaines is going to get a free release at Mac Jones. Tank Bigsby is going to answer the bell. He's going to pick it up. Watch it here. Bam! Look at this. He's got 100 pounds on Tank Bigsby. He's standing him up. I haven't seen Luke Fortner block like that in 2 years. And Tank Bigsby's doing it. Provides a pocket for Mac Jones. Again, it's the backup. Someone ran the wrong route. Someone did something wrong. Sorry, Tim Jones. We tried. We really did try, Tim. That's our bad. But we'll take that. We will take that all day, every day. Again, if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. There's a bunch of comments coming in. 19th on the like button. Thank you, Lewis. Like the freaking video, dude. It's not like you guys don't sit around on your phones all day anyways. You can't hit a thumbs up button. That's too much to ask for you. Nolly Full Cap sending me Sriracha, and you guys can't hit a like button. Lonesome Not Eye says, hit the flea. No. I do like Michlers. Do you call it Michlers or Micklers? Because now you're in my neck of the woods. When we start talking about Michlers, now you're in my St. Johns County neck of the woods. Bro took the "my mouse broke, I need a timeout" joke. See, Richard, that's a lot of big talk for somebody that can't secure a Wi-Fi internet connection at their house. That's a lot there. Bro kills the ad read every time. I'm trying to get Jags United that Wally's Rib and Seafood sponsor. Hey, I'll take all the sponsors. And listen, I don't even need money. Just have a good product and be a Jags fan. That's all I care about. A player I was excited to see was Keelan Robinson, but I'm guessing he'll be on the IR. Would have loved to see him. I agree. I was too. When I went back and watched his highlights at Texas, and before that, he was somewhere else. I can't remember where. It was West Virginia or Baylor. I don't know. It's all running together. But it was Bama. He was at Bama. And then transferred to Texas. His film looks good. Captain Fullpo Fishing and Adventures says, true that, Shay. Zach Hunt says, but I haven't liked the stream so far. Well played, Zach. Well played. I'll give you that. It's Mick Lurs, you high full of tootin' beach fella. I think I would know. All right. Yo, mega late, but can I get a Duval? Yes, you can, Robbie. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Jason, we're going to have 3 1,000-yard receivers this year. Go Jags. That would be great. I would love that. Reth Kim says, love the content, and you'll always get my likes. That being said, I haven't forgiven you for the Wendy slander. That's throwing it back to some off-season talk here. And Reth, I apologize here. I want to personally apologize to anybody that we did a video where we go off on side tangents, if you can't tell. We went off on a side tangent about fast food and the best fast food and the worst fast food. And again, you got to remember, I live out at the beach here in Jacksonville, so you know I get the beach fast food, which may be different than other parts of the town. Jacksonville's the largest city by landmass in the country, so there's going to be different fast food chains. So I do want to apologize for anyone that loves Wendy's. That being said, Wendy's is absolutely dog shit, worst tier fast food that's ever been made. And if you like Wendy's, I honestly wouldn't judge you to your face because I'm not mean like that. But the second we walked away from the conversation, I would be like, wow, that person likes Wendy's. I'd have no trust in you at all. I'm sorry. It's terrible. It tastes like frozen food. If I'm going to eat frozen food, I don't want it to taste like frozen food. Okay. If Taco Bell is not your top one, tier one fast food, you have no say. You have no say. Okay. And these people that go Burger King, get out of here with that Burger King garbage. If you're going to throw some like, Arby's or whatever, some like random junk like that. Okay. Whatever. Those depend on where you're at from place to place. But I'm sorry. Wendy's is not good. The fries aren't good. The burgers aren't good. Oh, I like the Frosties. Well, go to a freaking ice cream place. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not good. And if you like it, I'm sorry. I'll still be your friend and I'll still love you, but I just will not respect your fast food opinion. Okay. I'm sorry. That's it. We'll get back to the film here in a second, but I won't apologize for my take on Wendy's. I haven't had good Wendy's ever in my life, and I've tried. I have legitimately tried. All right. A lot of comments about fast food in here. We'll get to them quick. I want to read them. I mean, I care. Shay says Wendy's does stink. It does. It absolutely does. Sponsorship revoked until you eat a junior bacon cheeseburger. Okay. I'll do that. I will do that. Next show, Friday night, I'll go buy a junior bacon cheeseburger. I'll buy it as fresh as I can, and I'll bring it, and I will give you my honest opinion. I'm an honest person. I'm a critical thinker. I'm willing to change my mind on things, okay? I'm not this pigeonhole type of person that gets locked into one opinion, and that's my opinion for life. That's not me. You guys know that. So I will try. People that like Wendy's hate eating. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Wendy's used to, I may have used to being good. It's just not good anymore. It's just not good. I'm sorry. Taco Bell is goated. Have you had their grilled steak cheese burrito? Not to mention their sauce is just insane. I mean, it's not as good as Sriracha sauce. Not as good as Sriracha. Not nearly as good. But as far as like fast food stuff, it's good. Where else can you get a burger? Where else can you get a burger? Literally anywhere. I would rather have a McDonald's burger. I'd rather have a Burger King burger, a Whataburger burger. I'd rather go to Chick-fil-A and say, hey, can you find some ground beef back there that was thrown away in the trash, pack it into a patty, throw some Chick-fil-A sauce on it, and serve it to me. I would rather eat that than a Wendy's burger. That's what I would rather do. Dave is rolling his grave. I haven't forgiven Jason for the Disney adult pass. You can't bring up. This isn't the time. This is a preseason week 2 film breakdown. This isn't the time to bring up my past rants and my opinions. I will not apologize for the Disney adult stuff, though. Okay. And I did. Okay. To be fair, I don't want to because people that like Disney, they like Disney. I am not for 1 second going to slander Disney adults. But if you don't have kids and you go to Disney, now that it's not slander, not judgment. I legitimately fear the thoughts that go through your mind if you are somebody that goes to Disney as an adult with no kids. Now, Epcot, World of Beer, travel the world, that's not what I'm talking about. If you want to go see Mickey Mouse dancing in front of the castle, again, I'm not even going to judge you to your face because you might kill me in my sleep. So no judgment there. The goat is Whataburger is good. The problem with the Whataburger here in Jax Beach is it takes you 25 minutes to get your food. And when I go to fast food, I want fast food. It is good, though. It is good. Whataburger is really good. Don't forget about McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's. It hurts my stomach. And call me weak, whatever you want. The burgers don't taste real. I guess if you get like the double quarter pounder, I guess I think it's made with different meat. The fries are obviously good. They don't sell Powerade anymore. Fries, nuggets, burgers, and drink for $4. If you're paying $4 in this economy for all of that, it's not real food, Sea Breacher. It's not real food. So that should be a red flag alarm going off in your brain at that moment. No one sells quality food for $4 anymore. But it's great if you're looking to live in Jax Beach. So I grew up in Jax Beach my whole life. Born and raised Jax Beach. Bought a house in 2019 in Ponte Vedra Beach. So I am. This is gonna surprise some people when we say Duval and we yell Duval. I might do it. I technically am not a Duval County resident anymore. Like when I vote, I don't vote in the Duval County elections. I can't. I'm a St. Johns County resident now. And it's not because I don't want to. It was just the best opportunity housing wise in 2019 for me. Chick-fil-A is the best. Let's not stand on Chick-fil-A is the best. Absolutely is the best. There's no doubt about that. White Castle. Okay, so White Castle is good. I went out to California like in the 2000s. And I had the In-N-Out, I had the White Castle. All very good. I thought In-N-Out was a tad overrated to me personally. But I get it. They don't have as much. The thing about Jacksonville is like there's a shit ton of food options here. Like if you drive down A1A or 3rd Street, there's a food place every spot. I know there's parts of California that obviously have that, but I'm a little spoiled here with a lot of options. Like I'm a big I like sushi, I like seafood, I like fresh food, so I don't eat a lot of fast food. So you got to keep that in mind. I may not be the best person to ask about fast food. I've started saving money by not buying garbage fast food. Volkfang trying to bring a little bit of logic in here. I still have. I'm not gonna lie, boys. I still have like 12 more plays that I clipped. I have no desire to show them. I have no desire to show them. Like, for example, Muma blows up the run. Okay. Yasir Abdullah blows up the edge. Tyler Lacey doesn't get pushed. Okay. Two guys that, maybe won't play a lot. Cole Van Lannon getting beat on the... Okay, I will show that one because I did have a little bit of a beef with this one. So, I'm not kidding you. Like, the seconds before I watched this play, all right, and I'll turn the screen on for you. Seconds before I watched this play, I saw a tweet that said, Cole Van Lannon is the PFF... This isn't the right play. That's not Cole Van Lannon. My computer is not working. Oh, wait. I found a workaround, but I can't find play 10. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. Sorry, guys. I don't usually have these issues. Right before I saw this play, I saw a tweet that said Cole Van Lannon was the PFF player of the week. He had a 90 grade PFF and he gave up 0 pressures. And I was like, dang, did Cole Van Lannon really play that well of a game? That's crazy. Seconds later, I pulled up this clip. like this was the next play when I was watching the game. This was the next play. This is Cole Van Lannon on the right tackle right here. Okay. Watch him. He's your right tackle. Now, he doesn't give up the sack because Tyler Shatley absolutely shits on himself here. Okay, Tyler Shatley playing the right guard absolutely shits on himself and gives up the sack. But in no world am I going to say Cole Van Lannon didn't give up a pressure here at right tackle. Okay. Like if we had a competent left guard, Cole Van Lannon's giving up a pressure right here. So it just threw me off because I was like, oh, I just read about how good he is. And the very next play was him just getting absolutely whooped. And I think he did play a good game. I think in run blocking, he played really well, and we need run blocking. It was just ironic that was the very next play after reading that tweet. I was like, oh. So maybe don't get too caught up on analytics and zero pressures given up and all of that, because that was not good. Again, no slight to Cole Van Lannon. Soul Food Bistro. They call me Opie to my face, and I love it. I respect that. I respect that. I can respect the pick. Top 3 post bar run. What did 100 miles per hour recommend? Taco Bell? Oh, yeah. Taco Bell's goated. Taco Bell's the best fast food out there. And here's the key, though. Here's the key. As an experienced Taco Beller, hang with me. Unless you're getting steak, which I like the steak there, never get the beef. Never get the beef. For like 50 cents, you can substitute the beef for chicken. The chicken is much higher quality, much better. Substitute all your tacos with chicken. I'm telling you right now. Steven? And 100 miles per hour. There's not a place I hate more than Panera. I would rather go to Wendy's than Panera. I absolutely hate Panera. I hate Panera. I'm not going to rant on it. I hate Panera. Here's some bread and some bagels. Fill up on bread. No. Here's a salad. If there's 2 things I never want in life, it's bread and a salad. I need protein. I need substance. I need that stuff. Don't sell me bread and a salad. Oh, but they have the chicken bacon Bravo. Yeah, it's $18 and it's not even that good. It's Crystals or Checkers, bro. Big Buford. Late night Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell pretty recently. Any greasy burger joint in LA hits the spot for me. Closest comp is Five Guys. Five Guys is expensive. It's super greasy. I mean, that takes greasy to a whole nother level. 100%. In-N-Out. Sorry, East Coasters. Okay. Again, I'm not saying In-N-Out was bad. I guess I had just heard so much about it that I built it up so much in my head that it was just some like majestic, delicious food. And when I got there, I was like, good, not great. And I was expecting it to be the best food I've ever had. And maybe that's my own, we've all done that. Like when you're like hyping up, like you go see a movie and you're hyping up a movie in your head and you're like, all right, this movie's going to be awesome. I'm going to love this movie's going to be so good. And you watch the movie and you're like, it was good, but I had built it up so much in my head that it was a little disappointing. That's how In-N-Out was for me. And that's on me. I can admit that. That's on me. St. John's on top though. Dude, our public schools. He crosses the ditch, y'all. They not like if you're from Jacksonville, if you're at the beach, we call so the beach is actually an island separated from Jacksonville. That's why they call it Jacksonville Beach. You have to cross a bridge like over a body of water to get to mainland Jacksonville. So beach people call it crossing the ditch, and we don't like doing it. In-N-Out fries are a disgrace. Corey T, who is not only a channel member, but the reason why this channel is even a thing, so we always give a shout out to Corey T, is also a traveler. So when it comes to West Coast fast food, I'm listening to Corey. And he's also a food connoisseur. Amazing cook, amazing chef. Absolutely. Like, here's how good of a chef Corey T is. Like, when our family does, like, holiday events, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we're like, is Corey cooking? I hope he is, because that's going to be way better than anything we're going to do. Such strong opinions about shit food. SR. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. I can't argue that. You're right. I'm an opinionated person. I really am. I really am. But I'm a critical thinker at the same time. We encourage critical thinking. So, like I said, I'm willing to go get a junior bacon cheeseburger and eat it on the next stream, and I will tell you how I think. And if it changes my mind, it will change my mind. St. John's just wouldn't have the same ring if you were yelling at a Jags game. Good point. Chick-fil-A is trash, but feel good trash, so you'll come back. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that, Duval Dive. I don't. I'm trying to find some common ground with that statement. I'm not, and I respect your opinions, Duval Dive. I respect Duval Dive's opinions. He was on Club Jaguar last week. If you didn't watch it, go back. It's on UCF Jaguars channel. Duval Dive did a great job of putting up with my nonsense. I can't get on board with you there. Chick-fil-A is good, and their service is top tier. Last comment about fast food. Culver's is the best fast food burger place. Had Five Guys, Red Robin's, and BurgerFi, the town center, are good, but Culver's is the best. I don't think BurgerFi is fast food, and Five Guys isn't even fast food. I don't know much about Red Robin. I do like Culver's. I've had Culver's once here in Jacksonville, and I had Culver's up in the Midwest before it was in Jacksonville when I went up to Illinois because I was dating someone that's family was from up there. Not bad. I went to Fletcher Middle and Fletcher High, and now I'm a senior at UCF, born and raised in Jacksonville. Let's go, Jacob. I also went to Fletcher High School. Let's go. Let's go. Beach rats. They used to call us the beach rats. What time does Muma hype train leave the station? Came here for life lessons and Muma highlights. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Let me show you a Muma play here. I do have a Muma play. If I can get it to work is another question. I'm having trouble tonight, boys. I really am. I need to restart my computer, but I'm not going to do that right now. All right, Chad Muma, my favorite player of the night. Look at him in the ready stance, ready position. All right, ready to go. Jags got 5 defensive linemen on the line of scrimmage. We got a little man coverage here. We have an even man front. We say even. You guys know this. Even just means 4 guys. So it's another word for a 4-3 front, right? So even man front here. Watch Chad Muma. This is actually like a high level of difficulty gap fill. Okay, he's going to kind of sit here. He's going to guess the right gap. He's going to get in there. We'll play it through. You don't have to believe me. I tweeted, if 33, Devin Lloyd, was making the plays that 48, Chad Muma, was making, you guys would be so hyped. I mean, this is a lot of window dressing, a lot of traffic. The right guard's even responsible for blocking Chad Muma, and Muma just having none of it. That's a tackle for loss. I mean, that is a great play from Chad Muma. I am expecting Chad Muma to be actually one of my most impressive breakout players of the year. Absolutely insane player. Either these are the two ifs. Either he is capitalizing on playing against inferior opponents, or he put the work in the offseason to come back this year to make that year 2 jump and is going to be super impressive. And here's one thing that I won't stand for. I listen to local radio. I read Twitter. I read these writers. And for some reason, I know the reason, but we're not going to talk about it here. For some reason, people are talking about Chad Muma as someone who's unable to cover in coverage and to cover receivers. Have we forgotten how insanely athletic Chad Muma measured out at the combine? How else does a guy from Wyoming get drafted in the 3rd round unless he's insanely athletic? Chad Muma was in the upper percentile of a lot of linebackers in all the athletic percentiles and rankings. So this notion that he can't cover receivers, he's slow, I don't know where that came from. I have no clue where that came from because he is insanely athletic. We talked about that on our Chad Muma. You can go back into the archives. I did a Chad Muma film breakdown when he was drafted. The dude's insanely athletic. I don't know where this notion came from that he's not athletic enough. The problem for him was he was a little slow to react to the play at the NFL speed. And coming from Wyoming, it makes sense. But the dude, I would argue, might be more athletic than Devin Lloyd. And I wouldn't have said that when they were drafted. When you look at the Utah film of Devin Lloyd and the Wyoming film of Chad Muma, Devin Lloyd looks so good at Utah that I was like, okay, he's got instincts. He's quick. He plays fast. But after now seeing these guys a couple years in the NFL, I have no problem saying Chad Muma is more athletic than Devin Lloyd. No problem saying that at all. He tested better. Measurables were better. He's younger. He's obviously making plays. Film room spark notes. Defense played well. Offense had some stuff happen. Well, I mean, it was Mac Jones playing. And the whole thing about this game is like it was backups on backups. I was like hesitant to even break down this film. More Mac Daddy Jones clips. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's a couple plays. And again, for some reason, I'm having problems getting these plays to open. Austin Trammell, who's a guy who's probably not going to make the team, but will probably get picked up on a practice squad somewhere. Makes a great play here. And Mac Jones gets a little credit here. Great throw. Great job. Great job, Trammell. Let's watch it again. Oh, wait. Did I? Oh, gosh. Let's try this again. Austin Trammell. A nice little out route. Great job, Trammell. We'll take that. We'll take that. Mac Jones gets a little credit there for sure. For sure. We have another Trammell play. Let's go. Another deep out by Trammell. And these were like within 2 plays of each other. So this play happened. Mac Jones threw it out of bounds, or he threw a screen into the feet of the running back, and then threw the first one we saw. So everyone's been impressed by Trammell, but don't think he makes the team, unfortunately. Panera is like expensive hospital food. Well said. Well said. Panera is making billions off of you peasants who overpay for bread, soup, and salad, okay? Oh, but their cheese Asiago bagel is really good. Cool. Cool, dude. Go back to New York and get some, whatever it's called, cream cheese and put it on there. Jason eats like I do not eat like a toddler. I do not eat like a toddler. I do not. I eat, I'm not going to say strict, and I've talked about this before. I'm not super strict because I'm not an insane person that doesn't want to enjoy life. But I eat typically what I have been educated as what's called an animal-based diet, which is essentially the carnivore diet plus fruit plus nuts. And there's things that are fruits that people wouldn't think are, like a squash is a fruit. So you can like make spaghetti squash, and then that's a fruit. Obviously, tomatoes are a fruit. Avocados are classified as a fruit. So like there's things that are fruits that you wouldn't. I mean, you can Google it and you'll be surprised. But again, I'm not strict. Okay, if I'm out, I'll eat some fried wings. Okay, But what I've noticed for my body at my old age is that lower carb, high protein. I get my fiber and carbs from fruit. It makes me feel better. I eat a lot of honey. I eat a lot of Sriracha sauce. Okay, so make sure to order yourself some of that. It's in the video description. William says facts. Whole meal, 4 grams of protein. I viscerally hate Panera. It's expensive AF and their bread sucks. Thank you, Volkfang. Have you had Raising Cane's? I have not. William says, I was in San Diego for 2 years. In-N-Out is trash. That's the trouble with McDonald's back in the day. The double cheeseburger was really greasy and good. And it's just dry, awful pretend food because fat is bad for people. Good point. Fat is not bad for people. I would argue that fat gets a bad rap compared to carbs. Club opens tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. You'll find UCF Jaguar, Jordan DeLugo from Gen Jag, and myself. And I got to say, last week on Club Jaguar, I got a little off the rails. We had Travis Holmes on, Duval Dive, which I really respect. But for me personally, I just like to speak my mind. And I told you guys it was going to be this degradation as the show goes on, as I get worse. Like I said, I'm expecting around mid-October for UCF Jaguar to be like, hey, man, why don't you take a break this week? But tomorrow night I'll be on. Speaking my opinion. I'm actually pretty well behaved on those shows. If you watched it, I'm pretty well behaved. Steven Johnson, so you're saying you're having Wendy's for lunch tomorrow, then Panera for a dessert? I'm going to get Wendy's on Friday night and eat the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger on stream just so I can prove to you guys that I'm open-minded and a critical thinker, and I still hate Wendy's. That's my goal. That's my plan. Did we cut Fortner yet? I wish. Have you had Huey Mangoes? Magoo's. So there's one right by my house. I have not been there. It's like chicken strips and things like that. Maybe I should try it. He said it's fire. Huey Magoo's go. Oh. Chick special sauce is off the chain. Chick-fil-A sauce is really good. Another thing they have good there is their spicy Sriracha is really good too. Not very well known as a sauce that you can get at Chick-fil-A, but a spicy Sriracha sauce. Not as good as Racha Sriracha sauce, but still pretty good. Muma makes me nervous in pass coverage. Reminds me of Pozlesny, good for about 10 yards. Yeah, you don't want your linebackers cover more than 10 yards anyways, though. If you're in trouble. You're going to break down the Fortner dive play? No. Shout out Rick LeBlue. I don't know who that is. Sorry. What do you think about 2 defensive line for LSU? Okay, so I do have a Jordan Jefferson play here. Play 16. I'll make sure to put it on so y'all can see it. I learned from my mistakes. Okay. Jordan Jefferson is going to be lined up in the maybe 3 technique. He's head up over the guard, but I want to draw your attention to Jordan Jefferson. Okay. Watch him here. He's going to get a double team. He's still going to make a tackle. So he sheds the double team and still tackles the running back. That's pretty impressive for a guy who's been injured and hasn't played a lot in training camp and was a late-ish round pick. If he can do that against starters, great pick. Absolutely great pick. I like Jordan Jefferson. But again, we've only seen him in this game. We haven't seen a lot of him. We don't know much of what he can do. But again, if we can get that, we will definitely take that. I will forever be on Devin Lloyd as a bust train. I hope he's not, dude. Like I don't want him to be a bust. Like just because I'm on the Chad Muma train and just because I think Devin Lloyd hasn't lived up to his hype, I'm still rooting for him to be good because it's in the Jags' best interest for him to be good. And everyone's telling me they like the way he looked at the end of last season. I just don't think as a first-round linebacker you can be anything but a bust unless you're a top 5 linebacker. Those are lofty standards. I think that might be a little unfair because first-round picks are like hit or miss anyways. I get what you're saying. It wasn't like he was like a top 10 linebacker. I mean, he was a late first-round linebacker. We traded back into the first to get him. So we don't know where he would have been picked if we wouldn't have done that. So I'm not saying you're wrong or trying to discredit your point. Give me top 15 linebacker, and I'll be happy. How about that, 100 miles per hour? How about that? Devin Lloyd ain't no FSU glitter boy. Is Mac over? Yeah. I mean, CJ Beathard can't even stay healthy, unfortunately. Do you think Mac Jones... Yo, Gen Jag and UCF Jaguars should do a vlog at a home game. I thought about that. I just don't want to be that guy that's like, what's up, chat? I'm at the game. Maybe I should just get over that. I don't know. Food for thought. How do you feel about Mason Smith so far? I like him. I liked him when we drafted him, even though I would have taken a lineman in that pick. I do think that if you're not taking a lineman, Mason Smith was the best pick there. I do. I think Muma processes information quicker than Lloyd and trusts his keys. Do the Jags play Friday night? They do play Friday night. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. See, Breacher, he's always keeping me honest. So our live show this week is going to be on Thursday night. It's a good point, see, Breacher. So Thursday night. Adjust your calendars. Adjust your iPhone alarms because we are going to be on Thursday night this week because the Jags do play on Friday night. Good point. Very good point. Thank you. Thank you. Bacon King at Burger King will put you in a coma. Am I going to have to go to Wendy's and Burger King on Thursday night? I'm down with that. Question from today's Ryan Nielsen's Big Cat Country article. And if you don't know, Duval Dive writes for Big Cat Country. Does an absolute great job. Dare I say. Obviously, I'm biased toward UCF Jaguar and Jordan DeLugo. Those are my guys. Travis might be my favorite Jags content creator. And I don't want to like label him content creator because that's like maybe even discounts what he does. Like legitimately, if you don't follow Duval Dive right now, go follow him. Follow him on Twitter. The dude keeps me in the loop. Absolutely. Like, I'll say it. He's one of the few people in the Jags industry that I actually respect. And you guys know me. That means a lot coming from me. One of the few people who covers the Jags as intensely as he does that I actually respect. So follow him. Legitimately, he's it. Which 3 D-line are you cutting between Ledbetter, Robinson Harris, Lacey, Odomiwu, and Jefferson? So you're asking me or what I think the Jags will do? Let me answer those in sequence. What would I do? I would keep Jefferson. I would keep Lacey. And I would keep I'm not super impressed with Ledbetter, and I'm not super impressed with Robertson Harris. The problem is that both those guys I just named have a ton of experience, and I know the coaches like them. So I think Lacey honestly had good moments, but he had bad moments too in this game. You keeping Jefferson. Odomiwu, I would love to keep. I don't think they're keeping him. Robertson Harris, I don't know, man. He's kind of seems like he's in the doghouse as far as where they're making him play. Can you imagine being him on that contract with the experience he has in the NFL and Doug Peterson going to you before this game in the Bucs and saying, hey, suit up. You're playing a bunch this game. That can't be good for the ego. That can't be good for him. I don't know. Odomiwu is too flash in the pan, I think. Although I'm a big fan, I think he's too flash in the pan for them to keep. Lacey, they will probably keep. I can see them cutting Ledbetter because he's not a guy I think other teams will poach. And I think they'll keep Roy Robertson Harris because of his contract. Great question, though. Just don't think. I try. Tintin XL bad boy Rick Blue, king of hot takes. The trolls call him LeBlue. I thought that's what you meant. I wasn't sure. I've gone through seasons with Rick Blue. I liked him, then I didn't like him, and now I'm back to liking him again. Yeah, Jason, if we would have picked an O lineman instead of a linebacker in the first round, that might have been a better idea. Just saying. I know. Where would you put this D-line in rankings of the last few Jags D-lines starting this year? Well, when you look at the ends, especially in a 4-3 with Hines Allen and Walker, I think that's 2 of the best ends combos in the league. I'm a homer, but I'm being honest. Arik Armstead, I was actually bigger on him when we signed him than I am now. His slow recovery from his injury is kind of making me worried a bit. I like the fact that Devon Hamilton's coming back and looking decent. I like that Mason Smith is playing better than I thought he would. So I like it. I like it. If the interior can stop the run, we know Hines Allen and Walker can rush the passer. So I think we have something there. But stopping the run has been our Achilles heel the last few years. So I just really hope Devon Hamilton gets back to form. I hope Arik Armstead helps in that area a lot. Mason Smith could probably help a lot. It's kind of a wait and see thing. I don't know. Thirsty Thursday, boys. A Thursday night mukbang. The selfish plug. We don't care. Dude, we don't care around here. No shame, Duval Dive. Bacon King is so good. Angus meat. Roy's a huge captain's here. Okay. We're an hour and 30 minutes in. That's probably it for me. I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot that you guys would talk Jags with me. Thursday night is the next show. Well, no, I mean, because technically tomorrow night is the next show. Club Jaguar. So make sure you're there. Show some love in the chat, dude. Come on. You guys are here an hour and 30 minutes in. You can't show a little love in the chat on Club Jaguar tomorrow night. 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night. We're on UCF Jaguars channel. You can check us out there. I'll be behaved, I promise. Thursday night, I will not be behaved, and I will be previewing Jags Falcons. Starters are playing, so we'll have something to look forward to a little bit there. Sorry I didn't show all the film. Wasn't feeling it. I'd rather talk fast food, I guess. But have you seen videos from Cardiac Cats? Oh, I've seen them on Twitter. I consume so much Jags content. I need to make time for some other people. So I will. Show everyone some love. Yeah, like the video. If you're here still, like the video. It takes you no time. Do it. I will see you guys on tomorrow night on Club Jaguar. I'm going to jump on Twitch here. I'm going to dry off my desk. And then I'm going to jump on Twitch. So if you want to talk Jags a little bit more, watch me rage a little bit while I play Counter-Strike, do that. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I don't want a show to go by without me telling you all how much I appreciate you all. And you need to hear this. Some of you guys need to hear this, okay? Like, seriously. Some of you are in a spot in your life where you may feel like no one appreciates you. Please do not let that happen, okay? I appreciate you. We have a synergy in this chat of commenters where I can speak for everybody in the comments. We all appreciate everybody in here. This is a movement here, okay? This is Jags fans talking Jags, all right? So if you're down in the dumps, get yourself out and let's go. If you're riding high in life, bring yourself back down to earth. You're not that awesome, okay? I'm just kidding. I got to go. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, as always, go Jags.